During gameplay, the pro should not be thinking about the mouse at all. The mouse should just work. Everything that the pro does with regard to the mouse should be prior to the match.
When it comes to mice, I switch constantly, and I can tell you right now firsthand that you can tell when a mouse is good.
As soon as I put my hand on it, it feels like a mouse that I've used before or a mouse that I've used actively, and it felt very comfortable right away.
When I first had the Pro mouse in my hand, I didn't feel any resistance at all, and it was really light, so I was feeling like I can do whatever I want with the mouse.
The weight of the mouse is an incredibly important factor for all gamers. Not everybody likes the same weight, but one of the things that we found over the course of developing mice for pros is that lighter tends to be more preferred.
Prior to using the Pro Wireless mouse, I've generally used heavier mice, and I think that had a tendency of overactivating my shoulders and traps, makes my shoulders and wrists exhaust a lot quicker than I would like them to playing the game.
Even a 10-gram difference in the weight of the mouse that you're moving can make a difference in terms of fatigue at the end of the day.
So to reduce the weight of the mouse, we push the limit in all engineering disciplines.
Through extensive UX testing and feedback from the pros, we removed any features they didn't want, and we improved upon and reduced the weight of all the features they did want.
But the best thing is that it doesn't have anything I don't like. It has what I want, nothing else and nothing more.
So this was the big challenge here, was to make it stiff and strong enough out of 1mm wall thickness, while also making sure that it can pass the drop test. When we started working on our actual shape, we quickly realized that the endoskeleton was the most suitable architecture. This is because the endoskeleton brings everything inside closer together, and we worked very closely with the electrical engineers to make sure that every part of the circuit board had a function.
It's starting with the number of components we put on the printed circuit board, because the less components you have, the lighter the mouse is.
This meant in the later stages we were actually literally just cutting away parts of the printed circuit board.
Before, the sensor was always the barrier to make something that is lightweight and cordless and performing. With Hero 16K, we finally were able to still get an exceptional battery life and to reduce the weight like never before. We worked on especially what we call angle snapping on very sub-pixel movement. So we not only improved for the 16K player, we improved also for the 400 DPI player, because the small movement, accuracy and absence of angle snapping has been really improved. This is something we can measure, but this is something we can feel as well.
1 millimeter left or right can really make a difference in a game.
When my gear is on point and I feel very comfortable with my gear, I feel like nothing can stop me. And I'm basically using an aimbot, you know? My hand is a cheat, you know, at that point.
Lightspeed Wireless is a technology that's exclusive to Logitech G, and it's fundamentally changed the way that people feel about wireless, particularly in pro gaming.
I definitely think wireless helps you improve your games because of how the wires sometimes get tangled and gets in the way of your aiming.
With Lightspeed, we raised the bar to the highest level in terms of performance, reporting at 1 millisecond in a very accurate way.
You have esports athletes at the very highest levels in the most demanding esports, winning tournaments using Lightspeed wireless gaming mice.
As soon as I switched to wireless, that was just a whole new world. Everything was so seamless, and there's no distraction, there's no, oh, this feels a little off, or I need to adjust this. It's just, once it's right, it's right. I don't have to adjust anything, and I can just put my absolute focus on the game.
G Pro is where it's at. The shape is just better.
I think these are amazing.
My first thought when I had my hand on the mouse is like, when can I get it to my home so I can play with it?
The ultimate gaming mouse is a true extension of a gamer, and its sensor is what powers that performance. Teaming up with Pixart, an industry leader in smart sensor solutions, our latest breakthrough is set to redefine the standards of gaming precision and accuracy yet again. Introducing the smartest and most precise mouse sensor ever created, the Razer Focus Plus optical sensor. while it's got the highest DPI and IPS in the market. That's not what matters, because there are other ways to make sensors more accurate, like programming them with new intelligent functions. With smart tracking, the sensor automatically calibrates itself across different mouse surfaces to ensure your liftoff distance remains the same. This means more consistent aim without fussing with the sensor settings every time you set up somewhere new. And with asymmetric cutoff, you're able to set different liftoff and landing cutoff points for greater precision. Lastly, Motion Sync ensures that your PC gets the most current updates of your mouse position for more consistent tracking. This results in an industry-leading 99.6% resolution accuracy, which is the closest anyone's ever achieved to total gaming perfection. Experience a new level of precision with the Razer Focus Plus optical sensor.